Good morning. It is day 13 out of 30 of eating meat and eggs every single day. It's about 5:15 in the morning, and the reason why the light is on and it's still kind of semi-dark. Let me actually just put on the kettle. There we go. A friend of mine, I think you've met him in some of these videos, but he's in Cape Town and he's coming to my place so that we can go and do a little hike. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with the hike. It's called Lion's Head here in Cape Town. I'm not gonna film the whole hike, to be honest, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of a glimpse of what it is, of course, and then I'll hit the gym, and obviously I'll show you. This is the most important part of this video, I think, is that even if something like this happens and you're away and we're potentially going to a restaurant in the morning, I'm going to show you what I do on this carnivore diet to still keep, still stick to the diet, and how I manage to, sway the breakfast my way. Anyway, let's go. Alrighty. You can't even see my face, it's how dark it is, but this is Cape Town City, and you've got Table Mountain is right over there, and we're gonna try and see if we can catch the sunrise. I think this is about a quarter of the way. This is what we call Sea Point, and then we've got Signal Hill right over there, and if you go see that island right over there, that is Robben Island. That's where Mandela spent 27 years in prison, which is a long time. But let's keep going, shall we? You're right.
Yeah, bro. 100%. Feeling good.
We made it to the top, quite happy about it, and I thought I'd film this whole process just because I want to show you that you can obviously do all the things that you want when you're on a carnivore diet. Obviously you're not restricted. The only thing that you lack is nice snacks and peanuts and sandwiches and fruit and stuff on the top here, which most people enjoy. But what I have, that is always a pleasure in my life, is a little energy drink, mine preferably Monster, and because it's zero sugar, you can actually look at the back. It has 0 carbs, which is amazing because that's exactly what we're trying to do with the Monster. So I'm gonna enjoy the sun. I'm gonna go down, have a little breakfast. Let's go. Alrighty, so after the hike, this is basically what I'm gonna have. A nice little 3-egg omelet, or not omelet, scrambled eggs. I've got some ostrich chipolatas here and some pork chipolatas. So that is basically, in a way, kind of the same as having the eggs with the Buddha balls at home. So there's always ways that you can, build a breakfast or do something like that. So I'm gonna enjoy that and potentially head home and hit the gym. Alrighty, we are in the parking lot of the gym. Smashed the hike this morning. I really enjoyed it, to be honest. It is quite nice to get a hike done in the morning, knowing that you've obviously had some fresh air, you got the heart rate up, legs got a nice little workout, so you kind of feel like I already completed the day's tasks in a sense, especially because it's weekend. But now it's gym time, because now it's the bodybuilding time and I'm training back, so it's going to be a goodie. I'm going to lift as heavy as I can. I'm only going to do 4 exercises, I think, just because it's weekend, but I'm still gonna smash them. That's the point. You come in, you decide what you want to do, and then whatever you decided, you do the best you possibly can with the time that you're there. If I say 30 minutes, I'm gonna give it my best 30 minutes. If I say an hour and 15 minutes, I'm gonna give my best hour and 15 minutes. And that is how you should enter the gym. Let's go. Alrighty, trained my back. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, not too shabby, I would say. After doing the hike this morning, of course, and then obviously having the breakfast, feel kind of fueled. I obviously had a little meal before I came here, so I think, you know, I've heard in the comments people saying, you know, day 14 you start really feeling the vibe with the fat and, you know, glycogen mixture and all this stuff. So I think I'm heading towards that because my energy levels feel like it is going up a little bit. So anyway, let's get home, have a little chat. Alright, so this is what I have to deal with. I thought I'd whisper so that he doesn't wake up, but clearly that didn't work. Anyway, my cat is such a fuzzy, fluffy little thing, isn't he? Hey Blaze, hey boy. Yeah, good day, I would say it was a good day. The hike, the gym session back was pretty sick. I enjoyed it. So, you know, I can't really complain. But yeah, I had a call with my wife, and she obviously asked me how things are, and you know, just told her the truth that, you know, there's a lot of pressure from people outside, and I'm talking about, you know, social media, of course. Not that I feel the pressure. I'm saying people outside are commenting and saying things like, you know, this, you should do this, you should do that, and this is not good for your health, and this is not this and that. But you know, the point that I'm trying to make, if you are watching this video to the end, of course, because that's the other thing, no one watches it to the end, so they don't maybe even hear the nitty-gritty things. It's only a challenge, you know. Someone commented saying that I'm not doing a carnivore diet, I'm doing a lion diet, or like I'm eating what a lion eats, which is just meat. He doesn't even eat eggs, but at least I'm eating eggs. Or he said something about 95% lion, which I found very funny. Because that's just what it's something that I decided to do. I just want to see how it works out. I don't care about fiber. I don't care if my cholesterol shoots up high. Yes, I mean, if I had cholesterol issues before, then I might have not done this because, you know, and obviously I could potentially gain something, but that's a risk that I was willing to take. Every person is different. You might try the carnivore diet or eating meat every day, and then day 3 you get sick and you check your cholesterol and it's mighty high. You know, everyone's different. They're unique. And I just don't want you to think that I'm doing this diet to promote it or to badmouth it, like to say it's bad or it's great. I just wanted to try and see how it is, and it falls into the structure of my life as well, because when I was bulking, I obviously ate a lot of carbs, massive carbs, so I can gain strength, size, weight, all those things. And then when I was cutting, I basically still ate the same foods, but a little less. And then I obviously ran for 30 days in a row. Like that was the challenge, right? Running every day. And I just thought that this was the next best thing to do, because I'm enjoying making these challenges. It's the next best thing to do that's also going to benefit my cutting phase, because I've heard a lot about the carnivore diet being good for cutting. And it also just literally makes sense. Like you're cutting out carbs and replacing it with lots of protein and fat, which then, you know, that whole switch where you start burning fat for energy. And it's definitely going to, one thing I can tell you, it is probably, out of all the diets that I've done, listen to me, out of everything that I've done, it is the quickest change in my body and the best change. I can say that. Like my abs are popping like crazy. It's only day 13, They're coming out like heavily. Now, obviously I had them before. I wasn't out of shape, so don't expect if you are overweight, for instance, by 20 kilograms that you're going to have abs in 20 days. But in my case, this has never happened so quickly. So it's like it's cut. I feel like I want to stop already because I'm gonna go get too lean, to be honest. So that is what the diet is good for, but it is not sustainable. I don't care what people say. I'm gonna get comments. I'm probably gonna get hate and people saying, "No, I've been doing this for 2 years. It is maintainable. You just need to, keep at it or do this or do that." But you don't understand. Every single person is different. I really enjoy having a balanced diet where I can have a sweet thing on the weekend. Spending, because life is very short. Now you could say, "Oh, your treat is having a piece of steak at night." Like, that's, if you can have a steak while watching a movie with your wife or husband, that makes you happy, then great, like, enjoy it. But people are different, and for me, on a Sunday night, and this is not every Sunday, don't get me wrong, but on a Sunday night, Saturday sometimes even, I enjoy maybe a beer with a mate or with my wife. We go out for dinner, we order something nice, maybe even have dessert, small things like that. I adjust and I calculate a plan in my head, and because I've been doing this for years, and then I keep and stay in shape all throughout the year. All right. So I'm more of a sustainable guy. Now I'm doing this challenge to, prove this, but I'm not bodybuilding. If I had a competition coming up, then, potentially this is something I would have done before the competition, or even throughout the year or something to stay lean or something like that. But, life is about more than that, life is about more than that. I'm not saying you should have pizza every day. I'm just saying you could, I just enjoy the balanced diet more. But it's day 14 tomorrow, and I just had my steak, so pretty happy. Well, let me show you, because otherwise people don't actually believe what I'm eating. See, there's still like steak sauce from the steak. You can see the knife it's just steak. There was nothing else on that plate. No greens, no potatoes, nothing to even soak that sauce in. It was just sauce. But yeah, so if you want to watch me finish this challenge, then you can just watch me tomorrow again, because I'm posting every single day. And for those people that are commenting and watching and sharing as well, I really appreciate it. It's helping my channel, and I'm actually so close to being monetized. I know it's off topic, and it's not something that, because I told you in other videos that I've been doing it for 4 years. I'm not getting paid, but with your help and the views and things that you give, I am actually getting pretty close. It might still be a few months off, but there's potential. For the first time, I'm like, hey, I might actually reach it this year. And I guess it's like, again, it's not because of the money, but it's a nice incentive. It's a nice accomplishment. Like, I have achieved it. I've achieved the YouTube standards. And I always said, my wife said, I said to her, I'm not a YouTuber yet, and she's like, you are. You've been making like almost 1,000 videos. Like, you're a YouTuber. But I said to her, like, once I actually make money, even if it's 50 cents, I will then call myself a YouTuber. So that time is coming up, and it's all thanks to you. So just know that I really do appreciate every view, every watch hour, every watch minute, every like, every comment. So just grateful for that. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Cheers.